Hello and welcome back to Adventures in the Swamp, starring Steve Irwin in plate armor.
That's me.
That's you. Yep. You
That
get
does
attacked.
that does not bode well.
You get attacked by manta rays. That's what I showed everybody before. I was like, you get attacked by 1d8 manta rays.
I just want to see what my save would have been. I would have died. Cool. I just wanted to know.
Spooky.
Oh, had you been forced to save? I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I showed everybody before the break is that the lizard folk shaman has 2 3rd-level spells. So far he has cast 1 2nd-level spell and 1 3rd-level spell. And his 3rd-level spells are the exciting plant growth and conjure animals. So on his turn, he's going to conjure up some more crocodiles. I debated choosing to conjure a single huge constrictor, which would have been pretty cool, but I don't think that's the effective choice here. So Lane, from the water around you, and you're close enough to know exactly what's going on, right? Like the shaman is chanting and glowing and shaking his staff, and he points at the water and it froths and bubbles, and from it crocodiles emerge. So let's place them.
Come at me, crocodiles.
All right. Lane is surrounded by crocodiles.
Come at me.
And the lizard folk shaman is going to begin fleeing. She jumps off into the water.
Yo, you can probably pick your sword back up now.
Yes, yeah. Your sword is back here somewhere. Let's mark it on the map. This is where sword is. Okay. So that's his turn. Let me roll for the crocodiles. Let me see. Okay. Roll for initiative for these guys.
I'd really appreciate it if you rolled low.
No dice.
You rolled real high, actually.
Irksome.
Irksome indeed. All right, Lane. The crocodiles who now surround you will begin their assault. So, crocodile the first. Hits for 12.
Good.
Okay, he restrains you while the other crocodiles bite at you.
Never mind. It almost went well.
Miss.
I appreciate
Hit. No,
you
miss.
trying.
All right, all 3 crocodiles miss. So you're surrounded by crocodiles flailing around in the water, and they are biting you. Like, it's not like they're missing you, but your armor is just too well crafted, and while they try to chew on you, they can't get at that sweet underbelly, and you're good to go. The one that is restraining you, let's say it was the first one, and we go crocwise when we attack. So this is the one that has you. I'll put a big beefy arm on him here.
Clockwise.
Okay, so Lane, it is your turn. You're currently restrained by a gigantic crocodile.
Okay. That's fine. I can still make ranged attacks.
You can.
I'm gonna vow of enmity faster. I'm gonna throw a javelin at him.
Okay. So you have obviously you have crocodiles causing you disadvantage. Vow of enmity gives you
Advantage.
okay. So it's a regular attack.
13.
13.
Caster?
I think for the shaman. Yeah, 13 is enough to hit.
All right. Time to break your concentration, you little nerd.
Let's put his stats in here. So 7 and 13.
Dave, that's a very low roll.
Blood God. I'm dead if this doesn't work.
The roll is
Yes.
low and bullshit.
Yeah, this save is hugely important. Okay, so he takes 4 damage, which doesn't really affect the con save. He needs to make a DC 10 Constitution save. If he fails this, the crocodiles disappear. Survey says
Nope.
no dice. All right, so the crocodiles remain. He takes the hit and continues to hold on.
That's that.
Gravaris, are you still making saves?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that now? 2 and 2.
1 success and 2 fails.
1 and 2. Okay. All right, Anastasia, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I scuttle my scaly butt over to Guerreris and spare the dying.
Okay. All right. Where Spare the Dying's a cantrip, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Good. All right. So your dark power is just gleefully saving your friends, tallying. And I think that as you cast the spell, Gravaris and Oleander's names appear in the book under the like debts column. Right? Like you're like, come on, man, please. Like, and the dark power's like, yes, good. We'll spare your friends. And I just imagine some demon prince and like Mask having a conversation somewhere where Mask is like, it's time. It's time.
My patron is Lorcan, Cambion from the Sixth Circle of Hell.
Nice. So Lorcan and Mask are like in a room somewhere in hell having this conversation and bartering over Gravaris' soul.
And Mask is like, wouldn't you want to play a game for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. They're playing rock, paper, scissors for your soul, Gravaris. Okay, cool.
Mask always wins.
So the three of you are now spared. Anastasia has 1 hit point.
Rummage in my bag.
I was gonna say I'm gonna assume that everybody is aware of everybody else's gear. So if anybody has something that can help in their backpack, Anastasia would
I have
know
a
of
healing
it.
potion.
I have 2 healing potions on me.
As I finish sparing the dying, I start digging through Gravaris' bag.
The shaman. Let's see. He can move a little ways further before these guys disappear from his sight. So he's gonna come back here and he's gonna take the dodge action. Okay. All right. Crocodiles. Many crocodiles upon a restrained lane. All right, let's see if that armor holds up, buddy. First crocodile. Oh, dear.
That's down.
Yeah, so 13 damage. Lane goes down. I think that the rest of the turn is the crocodiles potentially killing you if your armor doesn't hold. So let's see. The second crocodile bites you. Your armor holds. Third crocodile. Your armor holds. All right, fourth crocodile. Same thing. So they're just like trying to tear you apart, but you're like a turtle, right? They can't get at you. I think your
can of beans,
your armor is bending and groaning, but these crocodiles can't. They just can't like get at the flesh inside. They can smell you, but they can't get at you. So you're gonna have to make your own death saves. But right now they're just like chewing away, trying to get you. Lane, death save, please.
20.
Yeah, right. Let's see. All right, so that's 1. And remember, your saves clear every time you get hit points back, so you're back at the start.
Well, yeah. Crocodile shake to the face, though.
Gravaris Gravaris is fine. You're out and safe. Anastasia, what do you want to do?
I dig through Gravaris' bag and feed Gravaris a healing potion.
Okay, yeah, I think.
No. You got to feed it to Oleander.
No.
Okay, fine.
Okay, all right. So
Thanks for trying.
So you're gonna take out the potion and you're gonna heal. So Gravaris, you get 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Okay, I'm gonna roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 hit points.
All right, you're conscious with 9 hit points. Oleander stays unconscious.
Welcome back.
Shaman takes the dodge action. Crocodiles attempt to rip Lane to pieces. First crocodile.
Just needs 1 hit.
If one of them hits you, that's it. So miss. Second crocodile. That's
there it is.
So the one of the crocodiles is like shaking you. The one that has you restrained is shaking you, and I think he tears your breastplate off, and then the other 3 just dive in, and we just see the water, a frothy mess of blood. And Lane is consigned to the halls of Valhalla.
I tried to warn you about that Torm guy. Always following Torm. He's gonna lead you into trouble, honey.
Gravaris, it's your turn.
Can I see the shaman?
From where you're standing, no, definitely not. He's
I
way
have
off here in the
120 dark vision, so
yeah. So I
would be able to see him if.
I can walk over and do it.
Yeah, Oleander.
Oleander.
My fog of war or whatever isn't right because my vision is 120 feet in darkness.
So let me see.
So I'm going to heal you for 1d8 plus 3. You get 10 hit points.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So on your turn, Oleander, yeah, you can see him. He's at the very edge of your vision, but you can definitely see him. Anastasia, it is your turn. You can hear splashing and tearing.
Anything. From what direction do I hear splashing and tearing?
This way.
That way?
Yeah.
I begin my... Oh, wait. How deep is this water?
It's like chest deep on a human.
Oh, well, I'm stuck on this island then.
Yeah. If Graveris or Oleander go out into the water, you could like sit on their shoulder.
Yeah.
Or if we carry a light source out in there and you can shoot stuff.
Yeah, but otherwise I can't do anything. Lane! Are you okay?
And then just
Oh my god.
splashing in the distance.
I prepare... Well, actually, I don't know if I can prepare an action. If anything comes within my sight range, I shoot it. Anything hostile comes within my sight range.
Okay. All right. Oleander.
So he's taken the dodge action, right?
Yes, which will give him advantage.
But I'm really good at everything, so that gives me.
Of course.
Anyway, yeah, I take the shot.
Okay.
That's yeah. I pray, and I take the shot.
Okay. 13 with disadvantage. It's a 13. You still hit.
9
Okay. All right.
damage.
So he's gonna make a save. DC 10. No, he is not a crocodile. This is Folk Shaman. DC 10 con save. Which he
Isn't it a number plus the damage that he took?
No, it's half the number or 10, whichever is higher.
Oh, okay.
So he loses the crocodile.
Yeah, so the crocodiles vanish.
Let's go save Lane.
Okay.
I mean, I tell my party, I'm like, he doesn't. I think that our paladin is passed on, but the shaman has lost his demon crocodiles. So
If we get a piece of him, then we might be able to get him back.
we can kill that damn shaman for one thing.
All right, he's gonna cast a spell, and then he's gonna fucking run like hell.
I can see you.
So he's gonna cast Fog Cloud.
Okay, well, I can't see through that.
Let's see if there's a spell effect here. Fog Cloud, perfect. Okay, so Fog, it's a 20-foot.
Oh, right, my extra damage. They're right.
Yes.
He was already damaged, so sorry.
Yeah, you can deal if you got more damage to deal.
2 more.
All right,
more.
more 2. All right.
Incredible.
Lovely. Thank you for that, chat. I
So
forgot.
he throws down a cloud of fog between the two of you. So you can see, you have your dark vision. You see the monochrome swamp. You see the panicky villagers, and then suddenly the swamp starts to bubble and belch swamp gas that fills that space between you. And then he's gonna swim another 3 feet away. So he's gonna swim off. He disappears from your sight. Graveris.
What to do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Can't see anything. I think I just walk out into the swamp to try to hang out with Lane.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and move yourself.
Yeah. I'll probably get like this far. I guess I can double move.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, if all you're doing is move. So you move 5, and then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You can move one more.
Wait, hang on. Don't go out without me.
I mean, well, you could say that for your action, you were on his shoulder, right?
I walk over here and I'll take the time to get Anastasia up on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Pick up Anastasia. Okay, so that's your action. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Anastasia, you are on Graveris' shoulders now.
I am activating Anastasia turret mode. Anything hostile comes within range, I will Eldritch Blast it.
All right.
Anastasia turret.
Kobold powers.
Okay. Oleander?
I look about And I'm like, okay, so I can't see this guy. I can't move very far. I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, you guys go get Lane, and I'm gonna heal myself some more. No, I don't need to do that. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? You guys can't really see, can you?
They have a fairly limited range of
Yeah,
sight.
I can't see much of anything.
Yeah.
All right, I can cast some dancing lights, and I'm gonna light up the fog in the raft for y'all. So
Sweet deal.
Okay, I mean the fog cloud still obscures.
well, yeah,
light,
but at least I can see where it is.
and it sets it glows. Oh, you create 4 lights within range. Okay, so it's dancing lights. Okay, let me find you a dancing light.
4 dancing lights.
Yeah, I'll copy. What color is your dancing lights?
Purple.
Okay. That's fine.
And
I'll use that fire before. I gotta fave that one. I like that little cartoon fire.
I want to send one as far as I possibly can into the swamp. So over here.
Yeah, now you can't cast it where you can't see, so you can't cast it through the cloud, right?
Well, can't I just cast? I can see around the cloud. I can see like.
Yeah, I'm just saying you
Yeah,
can't
you put it next
cast
to
it on
the
the other side of the cloud. The cloud is very specifically there to obscure vision, so your vision stops here. But you can cast it like out here or over here. Like the cone just breaks up when you see the cloud.
Okay, well I'll cast it
What color is your fire?
purple. I'll cast it where I wanted to cast it in the first place, which is still fine over here.
Okay.
And then the other one's on the raft, which I can also see over here.
So, and they emit, how much light do they emit each one? 10-foot dim radius. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Start of dim is 10. All players see light. Okay. Y'all can see the light now? Yeah, you can.
Yes.
All right. So where else do you want them? Ping the spots where you want these little
Let
lighty guys.
me see how far I can get this. Away from. So I want one right there. Yeah.
Okay.
And then one there.
Okay.
And I can't see through, but I will get one. Where are you guys? Are you still on the shore? One by the tree right here.
Like, there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. And let me know, because on your turn you can move them around if you want. I love that you've just like conjured these like floating searchlights. You can move them around through the swamp. That's cool.
Yeah, well, that bastard ain't getting away.
I mean,
He could potentially.
yeah.
But my intention is.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna roll something here.
So these humans,
Yeah.
they're not doing anything?
They're terrified. They're cowering. There's now like scary lights. There were crocodiles. They're definitely afraid of falling in the water because they think crocodiles would just jump up and eat them. So they've just been sobbing and hiding and being generally cowed. Okay. Great. So the shaman takes his turn. And that is that. So Graveris? What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna trudge out into the swamp.
1 times.
I guess I can move like 15 feet into the swamp.
Mhm.
I don't know if any of my spells are relevant. If I could see the shaman, I could cast Hold Person on him, but I can't see them.
I can't either.
I am scanning the horizon for anything that would resemble a part of Lane.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm just going to keep moving. I'll move another 15 feet towards the raft.
Like an arm or leg or a
Sure.
shiny plate.
Yeah, and like I
belt.
think at this point, like the fog cloud persists for a while. You've lost the shaman. Like he's escaped into the swamp. So let's check on fog cloud's length of so it lasts up to an hour. So I think I think as you go through the swamp, you can by sight, like if you go into the cloud, it is very obscured, but you eventually can hear the peasants sobbing and moaning. You can find the raft. You can find Lane's body. You lift it up, and his crocodile ravaged body from the water, and the fog cloud dissipates, and you're able to just kind of like illuminate this little area. So what do you what happens after this? Like, we don't need to go through initiative order. The combat is done.
Well, we're gonna want to retrieve Lane's body.
Yep.
We're gonna want to tell these cowering peasants to chill the fuck out.
Which would be great with a drow on the raft, just like.
I mean, I think they're all like in shock, right? Like, they'll do whatever you tell them to do.
Look at me, I'm a tiny lizard man.
It's so cute and deadly.
Yeah, they all move to the distant north where there are no fucking lizards. Yeah, I mean, you have the raft, and you have these people. There's enough room on the raft for y'all. So what's the plan following this immediate situation? You're able to recover the body of Lane, and
yeah, I think like Graveris just like pulls them out of the water.
Can we just retcon that I hunter's marked that guy so I can track him?
No, we cannot. We definitely can't do that.
We definitely can't do
That's
that.
not. No.
Well, I mean, we need to bring these peasants back to wherever they're from, right? Like, that's
Let's do that part.
so I guess we do that part.
And we're gonna try to get Blaine brought back from
Yeah,
the
we're gonna harperize, or they're gonna harperize. I'm gonna just like hang out.
Yeah, when we get to town, I would want to pursue getting Lane fixed up by the harpers.
I would like to pursue sleeping.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we can kind of like cut to the somber return to Flan. You returning Lane's body, bringing it back with you. These peasants, you learn from the peasants that like they were being taken somewhere, that they're not all of the peasants. But after that encounter with the shaman, whatever threat was left in the swamp remains there, and possibly like more kidnappings will occur in the future. But you did manage to save these poor souls on the raft.
Yeah, I mean,
from their fate.
We're not superheroes.
Yeah,
we're just everyday heroes.
you did what you could. So so let's tally up experience for the characters that remain, and then we can figure out what the deal is afterwards. So let's see. There was the lizard folk shaman. There were 5 lizard folk, I think.
Yeah.
In this encounter. Yep. Okay. And then in the.
What about the 8 crocodiles?
They don't count. They're part of the CR of the shaman.
Rip.
Let's see, the
giant toads.
The 3 giant toads. Yep. So there, 600 there.
And
You
we fought more stuff
investigated the farm and saved the prisoners on the raft.
And we fought more lizardmen earlier in the adventure.
Let me take a quick look here. Yeah, that's right. The dusk lizard men. There were 4 of those, so that's another 400. Okay, so all that divided by.
Did we get our frogs? The giant toads?
Yeah.
Yeah. Divided by 3. Cool. So you actually didn't, even though you didn't complete the like full adventure, you still got more than the minimum, which is
yeah. Elf killed me. Doesn't that count? Doesn't she get experience?
Yeah. Do I get experience?
No, it's not accidental. All right. So the 3 of you get 690 experience.
390.
690. 690. Yep.
Keep doing that thing where I'm on the character sheet list and I click Zahiri at the top first because it's the first one, and I just cry a little inside every time.
I've minimized that.
Okay. And then for your reward, you were given I think 50 gold and 1 renown point for your faction.
Sweet.
All right. So let's talk about. Did nobody hit level 5?
No.
No.
All right. I wasn't sure exactly where you were at.
I'm at 3890 out of 6,500.
Right, of course. Yeah, because 5 is quite high. Okay. So for the Adventurers League, the Come Back from the Dead rules, obviously the main thing is whether that's a thing that Dave wants to do.
Yeah.
It seems to make sense this close to the next threshold. If you want to do that, let's take a look at the rules for that. Character death and recovery. Okay, so a character who dies during the course of an adventure has a few options at the end of the session or whenever you arrive back in civilization. If no one has immediate access to a raise dead or revivify spell, character subject to raise dead is effective negatively until all long rests have been completed during an adventure. Alternately, each downtime day reduces the penalty by 1 if you cast raise dead. Your options are create a new first level character. The dead character can pay for raise dead. It costs 1,250 gold. The character's party can pay, in which case everyone can pool money together for that. Or if the character is between level 1 and 4 and a member of a faction, the dead character's body can be returned to civilization, and a patron from the faction ensures he or she receives a raise dead spell. However, any character invoking this charity forfeits all XP and rewards from the session, and cannot replay this episode or adventure with that character again. Once you reach 5th level, this option is no longer available. So you do have faction charity available. You miss out on the 690 experience, but Lane doesn't die, and you have to make a first level character.
You could also look at it as you're not
actually like
3,200 experience that you already have.
Yeah, exactly. You're not losing all the experience you already have.
Alternately, if you want to make a level 1, do that shit.
So what do you think?
I mean, and not to push you to make one decision or another, Dave, but Lane's body's really heavy, and Rivera's had to carry it all the way. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't carry it.
I definitely did not carry it.
Your good friend, Graveris, slung you over their shoulders and just dragged you out of the swamp, fucking Vietnam style.
It's true. He did drag you up out of the shit.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, even if you're like, I'm done being a paladin, I'm done being a human, whatever, you're still before level 5, so you could be like, yes, Lane lives, but Torm transmutes him in some fashion.
Yep.
Or you can let your character die. That's okay.
But this is D&D. It is not the optimal.
No, it's definitely
choice.
not. It'd be throwing away a lot of experience.
Yeah, okay, I guess I get resurrected then.
All right. I mean, you've been the most like aggressively like the Harpers would be happy to bring you back to life.
Is this a spell that you have to roll a dice to see what
No.
Race you got? Damn it.
That's reincarnated. It's the best.
That would be cool.
So raise dead returns a dead creature to life, provided they've been dead no longer than 10 days. If the creature's soul is both willing and at liberty to rejoin the body, the creature returns to life with 1 hit point. Neutralizes poison and non-magical disease. Closes all mortal wounds, but doesn't restore missing body parts. It's fine. You were chewed on, but not like they didn't like rip your lungs out or anything. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. You have a -4 penalty to pretty much everything you do until you make 4 long rests or 4 downtime days have passed. It costs the Harpers 500 gold, and that's it. So I guess where do you take his body? Right? Do you take him to like a temple of Torm? Do you like does another Harper be like, help?
Yeah, I go to some like dead drop for the Harpers and then like wait there with his corpse.
I want the Kellumborites to help. Are they Harpers?
There are Harpers among them, certainly, but
That'd be cool.
they have a complicated stance on Raised Dead, right? Because
Yeah, they're not a huge fan of death.
Kellumbor made a decision. Somewhere it might have been a footnote on a much larger document, but at some point Kellumbor was like, Lane died to crocodiles? Check. Yes, that happens. He signed off on that.
I just like those characters.
Yeah, but the other gods can petition to Kellumbor to be like, hey man, Lane was really important to me. Can I have him back, please? So every day that passes before you're raised, you spend in the company of others faithful to Torm, right? You probably spend a day waiting in the sort of purgatorial afterlife, and then you're called to the Hall of Heroes. But Torm has a conversation with you basically, and is like, your friends are calling you back, Lane. They believe you have more to do yet in the world, and he turns the choice over to you.
Carried you, and you were heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
You owe them.
You owe them for these lifelong back problems. So I guess my question, and like we know that you, like Dave, you're interested in bringing Lane back, but what's Lane's, like, why does Lane want to come back? What is it that, because you swore to protect your friends, and is it like he's like, yeah, they're gonna die without you, they need you, and you promised? Or are you like, no, I made this oath, I have to go back and protect them?
Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah, he's sworn now that he's going to protect them, and since he has the opportunity to go back and try again, then he has to take it. Like, there's no choice about it, really.
Right. So is it that it's no choice to Lane ethically, or does Torm just say, like, get back out there, get off the bench, you gotta go?
No, no, Lane has to do it. It's like, I'm sure whatever representation of Torm is there is like looking at him expectantly, but he turns and like walks back out the door into life again himself without being asked.
Nice. Nice. You're just like, nope, we're not done yet, I gotta go. Nice. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, so you I guess by some, you probably are you're brought back to life by a ritual of other like clerics and paladins of Torm, and it's probably not in like a big marble like temple or anything. Like, Torm is not a popular god in Flan, right? Flan doesn't like the idea of like justice so much, so it's probably in like a basement or something somewhere where these like secret clerics of Torm, secret servants of justice, bring one of their own back to life. And there's no golden trumpets and angel trombones. It's just like a dirty room and some desperate clerics calling on the power of their god to bring you back to life. You're kept there, I think, for several days while you recover. And maybe the rest of the group, like Harper agents, come and take Lane's body away and are like, cool, we'll handle it from here. But then you don't hear or see like anything for like days, right? They're just like, we'll take him, and then he's gone. So how do you spend your downtime days from here? Like, what are you doing in those days?
Oh, by the way, how many downtime days do we get?
10. Yeah,
10 more. Okay.
I think probably I spend some time at the library, just going over some more, Tiamat related dragon cult kind of stuff. Access to Draconic is still like novel to me.
Yeah.
So like being able to read certain stuff that I couldn't read before is like, fuck yeah.
It would be really disorienting to suddenly know another language without ever having practiced or learned it.
Yeah.
You look at something and instead of being garbled gibberish, it's actually words. You're like,
it's actually words, yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm just trying to do the whole like, I will keep doing research because Layden will be back and we'll need to go and deal with the rest of this stuff, like having made the decision basically in my head that he's gonna be alive again at some point.
Cool.
Graveris will spend that time grifting.
Nice. Hustling.
I'm applying my trade. Or I guess I only need to spend half the time doing it, right? Is that how working works?
If you're working, you just don't have to spend money to keep yourself alive.
Well, I'll dump 10 more days into alchemy and spend 10.
Oh yeah, that's right. And if you're doing something that isn't working, it's like half your time is spent working and half your time is spent doing other stuff. So it's like 5 and 5. Cool. Okay. All right. So I guess we can talk now about, does anybody want to make, obviously if you want to take time between now and next session to figure it out, you can, but does anybody want to make changes to their character's class or race? Shuffle around your options at all? Lane, do you come back human?
Yeah, I think so. Like this is sort of the problem. I kind of feel like he should come back as Oath of Devotion, but it just sucks. So like I probably won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
It really does. Don't change it. Just stick mechanically. Like that's fine.
Be vengeful. It's great. We love you just how you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the tenets and stuff fit better, but it's
But also,
Vengeful devotion.
but also, Dave, you
Vengeful
can
devotion.
play whatever roleplay part you want as long as like the rest of it still fits. Fine. Like you can be a protection-y vengeance guy. You know what I mean? Like that's totally fine.
Yeah, that seems fine. Like I guess the tenets of vengeance still apply. Fight the greater evil, no mercy for the wicked, and by any means necessary.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Like they're still right. They're
Yeah,
just
that's
a
still
bit
very true.
Yes, right.
I keep trying to decide whether or not I want to switch over to a different arcane spellcaster type.
Oh, yeah.
Warlock is fucking boring.
I mean, if you want to
gonna
go,
lie.
yeah, like if you want to go, like you spend all this time in the library or whatever, you could try to abandon your evil demon overlord,
Abandon my
you could
patron.
slip your debts, and become a wizard instead,
Yeah,
or you
I'm
could,
a kobold,
Yes.
draconic bloodline sorcerer.
that was the other thing I was
gonna
gonna say,
say, yeah.
or you can lean into that dragon shit and be like, wait, I'm going to awaken the greater kobold within me. Because sorcery, like, because they have draconic blood somewhere in them, kobolds do have a tendency towards sorcery.
Hey, you know what's really great? Dragons.
Yep.
If
So
the name
I'm-
of it is in the name of the game, it's
So I'm-
probably a really
I'm trying to make a decision based on that, but I got to look at both those classes
Sure,
a little bit
yeah.
more.
Think about it. Yeah, totally. Cool. Yeah, for folks in chat who are screaming wild magic is one of those things that's fun on paper, but a total downer when you accidentally kill your whole party.
Yeah.
Like a real disappointing downer.
I would 100% not do a wild magic character.
Yeah, wild magic it's interesting and funny on the outset, but I've definitely seen some situations where, like, it's one thing to lose a character in a fight that you're actually like engaged in, but another to have a player just be like, I rolled a 6, we all take 10d6 lightning damage. Oh, I killed 2 of you. Sorry.
I don't know. The amount of times that I actually roll 1 with my wild magic sorcerer is so slim. Like, I have to like manipulate the system to be able to use my wild magic at all. Like, I don't know. It hasn't happened to me yet.
It's an interesting design that kind of proves a point to me that a lot of things from 5th edition like hint at, which is that Wizards still hasn't really grasped the idea of kind of the social layer behind the game and having people talk to each other. When you can roll up as a wild magic sorcerer like to any game and just be like, yeah, this is totally fine, it just doesn't really seem okay to me. I'm sure there are games where people talk about and they're like, yeah, we're taking this a bit less seriously. It'll be funny when like people turn purple and stuff. But the fact that
There's a certain tone there, right?
There's some non-consensual purple turning
in the book at all. It's kind of like it's a spec that should be taken with consent from the party.
It's actually interesting because I think they're starting to clue in on this stuff. If you look at there's a thing in Volo's guide for playing a Kenku that like straight up legitimately expresses like, if you play this kind of character, don't be annoying. Like it's like they're mimics and they behave a certain way and they tend to like stealing stuff. But if you do this, the other people at the table might get annoyed. So instead of making a bunch of annoying noises at the table, maybe describe your character making those noises or whatever, which I think is interesting. You don't see that in role-playing games a lot. That kind of like, think about the other people at the table because you might annoy them by playing this kind of character.
What was the old one? Yeah, that is actually a really good comparison. There was like a race of like they were like a kind of gnomes in Pathfinder or something, which is just like
I mean,
we just steal things, deal with it. Like, we're lovable, and that must have been like,
you were thinking of probably the stupidest race ever added to Dungeons and Dragons, the Kender. They are explicitly designed to be annoying. And they were designed by not a game designer. They were designed for fiction, right? They were designed for Dragonlance because they wanted a character that was like a lovable idiot that everybody hated. And then they were like, yeah, now you can play one. And if you play them like, what's his name, Tasselhoff, everyone will hate you because you have to be annoying to play according to type. And it's not okay.
It doesn't sound fun.
Does anybody else have anything that they're thinking about changing on their character, like Graveris or Oleander?
I don't think I want to change anything.
I'm perfect just the way I am.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
I kind of want a shield, though. I'm going to take a shield next time, just in case.
You're going to go sword and board? Because
what
does that give you? Like
I should have changed that.
20?
Yeah, yeah, we've got to see. I mean, if I did that, I'd have to obviously change fighting style and stuff. See how worth it is. The thing is, there's just such good interplay between great weapon fighting and smite as we're doing it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, 18 AC is pretty good.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it a lot of the time.
Right.
I looked at my starting gear and I should have had 2 short swords the whole time. So.
Okay, you have another. Your short sword finally undergoes mitosis. It splits. It splits into 2. Splits into 2, and my high school biology teacher is very embarrassed that I can't remember what the word is. So.
No one can.
That's okay. I can't remember my high school biology teacher's name either. So sorry, sucker.
Mr. Wilson was my high school biology teacher.
Yeah, but you're a baby. High school wasn't that long ago for you.
It was like a decade ago. Excuse me. He was also the coach of the basketball team. I remember things, you see. Like, it's not that I'm young, it's that I remember things and you don't.
Listen, when you get old like me, your memory starts to go, and...
So, yeah, I'm probably going to change class. Mm-hmm. I just don't know which of the arcane classes I want to pick yet. Okay. Does the party have, like, a weigh-in on this? Like, do you guys care?
I think that having another person who can potentially do healing spells.
While neither of them can do that.
Yeah, sorcerers or wizards are never going to do it.
They're arcane casters, so they cast from like the wizard sorcerer pool of spells, which just don't have a lot of helping you spells. They have a lot of blowing stuff up spells.
Yeah, like you're right on the cusp of when the wizard, like at level 5, wizards go bananas. That's when you get all the real good shit. So if you want to like try out the wizard for a level or whatever, you have some time. So you can be like, I'm gonna go wizard, and we'll try that out. And if you like it, then you can lock it in at 5 and be like, it's fireballs and lightning bolts all day long. Yeah.
Wizard's more complicated. You're gonna have to do more stuff with it, and it's more expensive.
Yeah, and for folks somebody in the chat was suggesting some of the like classes from the other books.
I can't.
Anastasia can't. The other Oleander,
unless it's in Volos.
Yeah, Oleander, Gravaris, and Lane haven't chosen their like additional supplement book yet, but Anastasia is locked in as Volos. So
mine is Volos.
Anastasia has options for race, but not additional class options.
Can I pick Gunslinger?
No, because there's no official Wizards of the Coast book with that class in it.
It'll be an Unearthed Arcana Mystic.
No, that's not a book. It has to be a book. Basically, your options are
the
kind of weird obscure stuff from like the Adventures, or Sword Coast. Sword Coast is for classes.
I think the vampire.
It can't be a vampire. It's not a class.
The distinct difference. Stop.
No.
I think the distinct difference between wizard and sorcerer, which there has always been, is that sorcerer will provide me with more stuff that I can do more frequently, and wizard will provide me with the ability to change the things that I do to other things more frequently.
Yeah.
So
just do whatever you do, and then take magic and defeat, and then you'll just have so many spells.
Yeah. I'll figure it out before next game, and then I will adjust things before then.
Yeah, I don't think I want to change anything about Graveris.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Because you're coming up on 5. Yeah, you were talking about when you hit 5 doing what, 3-2?
Yeah.
Okay, and then maybe 3-3. Cool. Yeah.
I think 3-3 is going to be the best, although it means I never get to roll.
Solid.
It's really significant.
Yeah, feet is a thing.
The feet would be really good, so I got to figure that out.
Sure. Yeah. Because it's, I mean, the thing is, the broader your character is, like, Graveris is he's doing double duty, right? And the broader your character is, the more useful any given feat will be, because you have so many more to choose from. You know, like Warcaster or Alert or whatever. There's like a bunch of stuff you can do. But also level 3 Rogue gives you a bunch of cool shit too. So it's it's a toss up.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess that's that for our truncated episode today. We finished the adventure with some bloodshed and some choices that lay ahead of us. I'm actually glad y'all got a decent amount of experience you did like 9/10 of the adventure. There was one more encounter. So you didn't miss out on too much stuff. There was like one other magic item you might have been able to get. The next adventure, Adventurers League Season 1, Episode 8, is called Tales Trees Tell. It's going to be elves. It says on the adventure, the box text is, despite the shaky alliance that exists with the elves of the Quivering Forest, they do not suffer trespass in their realm lightly, especially from common folk from nearby Flan. A woodworker's recent blunder into the forest might set off a diplomatic incident. Can you help find him and mollify the aggravated elves? An adventure for 1st to 4th level characters. So snooty elves. I'm sure the next adventure is going to be awesome, having a drow in the party.
Well, and a half elf.
Yeah, it's gonna be. So it's gonna be a good racial tension in the Quivering Forest.
By mollify snooty half elves, you mean fireball them?
Yeah, that's the spell. Mollify elf deals 10d6 damage to all elves.
Immolate. Wait, how do I portmanteau immolate and immolify?
Immolify.
Yeah, mollify. Emulsify.
Emulsify.
Emulsify elf.
It sounds like a fun adventure though. I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Yeah, so we'll do that one. We'll do that one next week with the characters in whatever configuration y'all are in.
We have.
I will finally get to use a talking skill.
Yeah. Right.
Oh shit!
Wait, speaking with people
and intimidate and.
Yeah, feel free to prepare spells accordingly. It's D&D, so there's likely to still be some fighty encounters. But yeah, talking to snooty elves. Practice. I'm gonna practice my snooty elf accent.
I have Charm Person, which doesn't work on elves.
It's very, very hard to talk to elves when you have to look up like this the whole time.
I mean, elves classically in D&D aren't actually that tall, but you're really short, so.
I mean, that's my day to day. Can you imagine that point of view?
Yeah.
In a 6-foot person's world, a 2.5-foot point of view.
Yeah, you're just crotch height all the time.
Looking at around scratch all the time.
Rough.
I'm gonna go and watch only the scenes from The Hobbit with Lee Pace in them, and practice my snooty elf looks. It's gonna be good.
Lee Pace is great.
He's my favorite snooty elf of all.
Those eyebrows.
Have you seen Pushing Up Daisies? Pushing Daisies. Lee Pace. Yes. Okay.
I only really know him from his work as an elf. Wait, wasn't he the bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy too? He was Ronan.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's good at being snooty and imperious. I'm into it.
Pushing Daisies though.
Imperious snootiness skill.
Yep. Cool. Well, let's say our farewells for the episode. Elf, you want to start us off?
Sure. Hi, I'm Distracted Elf. I live over at twitch.tv/distractedelf, where things are gamey. Streams are a little bit spotty at the moment because I'm in Montreal doing family things with my family over Christmas. But maybe you will see a stream over there soon with me and my father. My father is my co-host for streams when I'm in this house. So it's fun. It's a good time. Definitely come over and meet Elf Dad. All right. Also, we got Apocalypse World tomorrow that I'm excited about.
That's right.
Here. And I have a new character.
Yeah, you've decided? All right, cool. I'm excited to learn more about this.
I have a new character. Teaser.
Nice.
Teaser, spoiler, right there. I have a new character. So I will see you tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you. Andrew?
I'm Andrew. You can follow me on Twitter @CommutingCrow. And I'm in Apocalypse World tomorrow as well. I have the same character. So
it's not nearly as exciting.
Did y'all see? I saw it. It was posted in my Discord. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see it. Someone made some really amazing, like, kind of cartoon art
It was CC.
of the 4 characters. I'll get it for next episode. We'll show it. We'll show it on stream. It's amazing. It's all 4 of the characters. In this very like cartoon, they're really good. I'll find it.
Oh, I have to see that. Somebody link that to me like right now.
I'm getting it for you.
I think CZ's Cookies is in chat and did that. So we'll get a link and we'll post it up. I'll put it on the I'll stream tomorrow. Remind me and I'll grab it.
Well, that's awesome.
Yep.
And so you can also
it's so big.
Factual, and support me on my Patreon. I imagine most of y'all know what I'm about already, but if you don't, go to my Twitter where I talk about what I'm about.
Nice, excellent. Dave, how are you feeling, Dave? Are you okay? You feeling okay? I know Lane dying is a intense thing.
Yeah, it was like I couldn't tell really whether I wanted him to die properly. I'm in a bit of a weird space. I'll be fine. I'm just like I'm just kind of like it was a bit anticlimactic. Like it felt like a big grand sacrifice type thing, and then it's just like, well, there's really no reason to give up 1600 XP, so I guess I'll just keep him at no cost to myself. I don't know. So I'm feeling a bit mixed, a bit flat until I decide whether I'm actually going to be emotional about it or not. I think probably no, because nothing technically happened.
Right. I feel like maybe character death and topics similar might be a good thing for you to discuss on your stream.
Oh my god, yeah, I do. I have a stream now.
Like that.
It's actually
segue that up
most of the time working. So feel free if maybe you'd be interested in me talking about that while I play some games. Probably not tomorrow, but maybe on Saturday or whatever, Christmas Eve before I go out. You can follow that at twitch.tv/Orath, or you can follow me on Twitter at Dave__human. I don't think I had a chance to talk about it yet, but I found out that there is a Dave the Human with no underscores because someone like messaged it and I found it, and it's like a dad in Australia. That's pretty weird. But
so that's not you, is what you're saying.
No.
No.
Unless I got like reincarnated. No. Twitter hasn't been around for however many years I've been around, has it?
No. That's true.
Anyway. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Dave. Blue Jay?
I'm Blue Jay. I'm a drow, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting next week. I'm not playing a new character on Apocalypse World, but maybe a little different. Maybe real surprises.
Oh yeah, there's that whole thing to resolve. Damn.
I've been in a well for 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Literally, and no, I'm kidding. Not actually. In a well.
Literally
in a well.
Figuratively in a well.
Yeah. So you can find me at twitch.tv/BlueJay, and I don't really have anything else.
All right. Well, thanks for coming out, everybody. I know time is often strapped during the holiday season, so it's nice to be able to get some D&D in. I've been playing a ton of Dungeons and Dragons lately. This is my 3rd game in 5 days, so I'm looking forward to playing something that's not Dungeons and Dragons in a mere day. We're going to be playing Apocalypse World tomorrow at our usual time. There's usually an Apocalypse World prep session that comes after D&D, but there isn't one because I'm already prepped. We did it last week. So hopefully y'all will come back and join us tomorrow in the same place for Apocalypse World with these lovely humans. You can find me elsewhere on the internet if you look up Skinny Ghost on Twitter or go to twitch.tv/Adam Coble. I just started playing Bloodborne yesterday, and it's hella fun, so I'm going to play some more tonight. As always, if you've missed any episodes of this, or you just want to check out some of the other content that we got, it's all linked down there. YouTube is just rife with role-playing games.
There's so much.
So many. Many of which feature me. Many of which feature at least one of these people. Go check it out. There's some good stuff over there. We're running a playlist on the channel right now that's old school D&D, so you can pop into the channel anytime and check that out. And we will be back I think next week with more Dungeons and Dragons. So thanks for coming, everybody. It has been a delight as always playing with you, my friends. See you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.